This is a crime right now, what I'm doing. Like the amount of shame that I'm bringing my family for just being in a bikini in the middle of Central Park, wearing lip gloss is crazy. But my cousin can go and strangle his girlfriend and that's not that bad. Like that's a crazy world we live in, but that is the reality of being raised sometimes in a brown household. I don't have like an amazing relationship with my family. I never really viewed my parents as my friends, but I think it's like 1 in a million chance for a brown kid to ever be friends with their parents, like a white American would be friends with their parents, you know? They never really ask about my personal life because I don't think they want to know. I never really came out to them as trans, but I did came out to them as gay back when. And I had to basically corner my parents. This is the dirt I know about your family. This is what you know about me now. And if you accept the dirt from your family, you have to accept me. Because this, what I'm offering in this world and who I am in this world, can't be as bad as what these people have done. I may be living a sinful life, but these people physically harmed multiple people and have continued to do it. So if we're both sinning, you have to accept me. And my mom was basically like, fine, like you tied my hands and we'll accept you. So I guess me wearing nails and lashes and changing a letter on a license is just as bad as my cousins in and out of jail. The more like I just started embracing, not necessarily of what femininity should be, but what just felt like comfortable and right to me, the more I just felt more comfortable in my skin, and I never felt that type of comfortability before in my life. The first time I wore hoops, like nobody could tell me anything. I was the prettiest person in the entire world. On the flip side of things, in Pakistani culture, trans women have always existed. In fact, there's big communities in Pakistan that have specific villages dedicated to trans women living there. And whenever you have like a new baby, or you get married, a lot of trans women come and they send their well wishes to the baby or to the marriage. That's like a cultural practice that we do in Pakistan, and they get celebrated. And there's also this notion that trans women in Pakistan have this ability to curse you. They'll ask for money, let's just say, or they'll give you a compliment like, oh, your baby's so gorgeous. And if you don't give money to the trans woman, these Pakistani people will think that this trans woman is going to curse your child. I don't fully believe that there's a bunch of trans women cursing people, but I fully believe that trans women are very smart and we're able to know how to take power back. So if you as a society believe that I can curse you, I'm going to use that to my benefit, and I'm going to collect all the money, assets, and ability to live as comfortable as a life as I can, because you make me uncomfortable, because you create this notion that we're some sort of monsters with a superpower that could really curse you. So I'm going to use that to my advantage.
I'm gonna check to see if you guys
Yeah, we should totally be there, yeah.
Okay, alright, cool.
I'll see you later. Oh, so sweet.
Does that happen often?
Yeah, I would say it does now, which is kind of crazy.
You didn't want to share the location of this birthday picnic publicly because of harm.
Yeah, I mean, I get like death threats all the time. I get people that like are always like messaging and saying, we're gonna find where you live. And it's a scary world we live in, but I just can't live my life in fear. And I'm still like a community girl. I wanna hang out in community. I wanna go to public places. I don't wanna be one of those people that just gets shamed and quieted down to the point where she just like hides and only comes out at nighttime. I don't want that to be my life. It's just the reality of what I live on a daily. And it's the reality of the fact that I chose this life. I know the type of people that I grew up around. I know what they're capable of. I know what has happened to girls like me that don't shut up. But I'm not made to shut up, and I'm not made to ever live a life where I let that fear stop me. Because I have a bigger purpose in life, and I know what I'm doing and what I'm saying, and everything that I put out in the world is creating a safer space for everybody And if I keep getting loud and I keep getting louder, then the next generation will be just as loud as me, if not louder. And we just have to keep that echo going, because even if I leave this world tomorrow, what I did in the past will challenge a kid that looks like me to then carry that torch and continue on with it.
It's more important for you to be your true self than to be safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the answer, right? Like, when my closest friend passed away, he died by suicide, and this was before I came out. I like kept thinking, this man left this world living in his truth, and I'm sitting here living in a lie. And I'm gonna be damned if I get in a coffin and I go in that coffin as a liar. My comfortability matters way more than anybody else's comfortability, as long as I'm not hurting other people. But what am I supposed to do? Continue to live in fear and depressed? Or live the amount of days that I possibly can in this world as open, as honest, as free, as loving as I possibly can be? I don't do anything to harm other people, and as long as I can see that and know it with the bottom of my heart as being complete truth, nothing else really matters to me.
Being a South Asian trans Muslim person, when I started doing social media, there was nobody, right? It was like 10 years ago. The reason I do what I do is I want younger kids like me to see people like us and know that there's a future, because growing up, I didn't know anybody that looked like me, or I never saw that I could be successful or celebrated or loved. You can be yourself. You can be a part of society. There's not only one or two options, you know? It could be a plethora of options, and that's what me and Armana do, because she's so different and I'm so different, but together we're like, you know, for Pakistani queers and like Muslim queers, and especially trans people, because there's not a lot. I know I can go only to a certain extent, and then I see this next generation picking up and then taking it to the next level, and it just makes me so happy, because like, you're only a part of it, this bigger picture. And it's not about me, it's about us, right? I have it tatted right here, I don't shine if you don't shine. I'm not gonna shine unless you shine. And I feel like if we all live together, we shine together. Otherwise, no one will shine.
Why was it so funny seeing the picture of
The Makkah? We've both done the Hajj, and that's something so religious, few people get to do. And us, no one would think that us trans women who are like this would ever be Hajis, which is like the best, like, I wouldn't say best, it's one of the main pillars of Islam, and not a lot of people get to do it. So you're like in a hierarchy, religiously hierarchy, people look at it like that. I don't believe so, but people do. So it's Hajj time, it's crucial Hajj time right now, and it's like the moment where everyone's like praying and stuff, and our friend called from there, and that's why we were laughing, because we're over here partying it up, two trans girls taking a picture, and then the Kaaba's right there, and then we were exchanging the energies, but still it's like a lot of people would deem that, but we're enjoying it because we have a different way of looking at religion now.
what does trans is halal mean to you?
Oh, that is basic. Okay. That is a given. So trans is halal is saying like we're just like everybody else, right? We are godly, we are loved, we are here to take space, and we're just as much Muslims as anybody else, right? That's what trans is halal means. And I'm juicy. Halal juicy.
So much, yeah.